So hello fellow coin collectors, this is Glenn back with some Malaysian coins, and these were issued in the name of all of Malaya, so Malayan Peninsula, which is north of Singapore and south of Thailand. It doesn't include Sarawak or Sabah, which at the time was called North Borneo, and it took over from the Strait Settlements coins. So Strait Settlements was only 4 small places. I think it was Penang, Malacca, Singapore, and there's a fourth one which I forget. So that was a very small territory, but as they were directly controlled by the British, they issued the coins, and the independent sultanates and other territories didn't issue their own independent coinage. They just used the Strait Settlements coins. But in 1939, they decided to unite all the lands and issue a united coinage, which was based on the Strait Settlements, but they just changed the name to Commissioners of Currency Malaysia. And in 1954, which is why I got this 20 cents, they updated the name to Malaya and British Borneo. So British Borneo is Sarawak, Sabah, and Lauban, which is an island. I hope I pronounced that properly. It also included Brunei. And the Malay Peninsula also included Singapore at this point. And as you can see, the highest denomination was 20 cents. So they did not issue a 50-cent coin. They did not issue a 50-cent coin. They'd done that in 1954. So that is a long hiatus for the 50-cent coin, because before that, the last time they issued a 50-cent coin was 1921. So if you look at the coinage, you got half a cent, which I dropped. And this one had a low mintage, and it was only minted in 1940. So it's obviously a square with round sides. And it has the effigy from Percy Metcalfe. So this was a colonial effigy, not used in Australia or the UK. Usually the colonial effigies were different from those issued by the Commonwealth or the Dominion. As I'm trying to see if I've got another colonial coin. I do. And this one is British Honduras. So this is a pretty low mint and a very expensive coin. As you can see, it has the same effigy. And if we look at Australia, we use the uncrowned effigy for lamination floor. So that I didn't even notice I had. And the UK also, so here's a 1 penny, use the uncrowned. If you see 1947, UK doesn't have the country name. So that is the effigy, which is quite nice. So the mintage for the half cent is 6 million. So not a high mint coin, not a low mint coin. But in this condition, you're probably paying about $5 to $10. If you want an uncirculated one, actually, extremely fine. I'll revise that. Probably paying $10 to $20 for one in this condition. So this is probably EF. It's almost uncirculated, although it does have a patina. And then we have 2 versions of the 1 cent. So we have the larger one, which was issued 1939 to 41, and the smaller one, which was only issued 1943 to 45. After 1945, they didn't issue any more 1 cent coins because quite a lot of these were minted. So 1940, a mintage of 14.3 million, and in this condition, so this one is almost uncirculated. It does have mint luster. So this is probably about $5 to $10. Then we have another coin, 1943, This one looks like it's been cleaned. So don't clean coins because they do look attractive, but a lot of collectors don't like them. And 1943 had a mintage of 50 million, so really this coin's only worth $1. And here is the 1945, so this is uncirculated. Had a mintage of 40 million. So this one, probably $5 in this grade. You can see the difference between the two coins. So this is cleaned and this is uncleaned. So this one looks yellowish and this one looks reddish. So it must have been something in the cleaning agent that has affected the metal somehow. So that is the 1 cent coin. Then we have 5 cent coins and 10 cent coins. I don't have the silver 20 cent coin, but up the top we have 5 cent coins. The silver one is 1.36 grams. And the copper and nickel ones are 1.41 grams. And also 0.2 of a millimeter bigger. So then we have two different types. So we have the 1939 to 41. That is 75% silver. And the other two, 1943 to 45, are only 50% silver. And this one is almost uncirculated to uncirculated. That one is in the same grade. So these are high grade coins. I have sold lower grade coins for about $5. But this one has, looks like it's got an error on the side. And this one, gee, the camera doesn't want to focus today. Must be having a tantrum. So anyway, 1941, we have a mintage of 4 million. So not a high mint coin. And in this condition, you're probably paying, I don't know, $10 to $20. And so here we can see the coin close up. So this is the 1943. And it looks a lot better close up. This has a mintage of 10 million. So you're probably paying about $10 for one of these. Nice coin. And got to get rid of that fly. Okay, it flew away. Anyway, so then we have the mintage is 45 cent coin. The 1945 India is, oh no, that's not it, is the lowest. So it's 1943 with 10 million. And a nice coin. I think this might be an error because look at the front of the face of King George V. 6 should I say. And yeah, that doesn't look right. If we look at the front of this one, yeah, I'll need to look into that anyway. And then we have the 10 cent. Okay, but first of all, we'll look at the 5 cent, the copper and nickel coins. So these are only worth about $1 or $2 each. And these are both 1948. We look. And the copper nickel coins are first issued in 1948. So these have a pretty high mintage of 30 million. And the 1950 has 40 million. So they're only worth about $1 or $2 each. Then we have the 10 cent coin. So we have 1941 and we have 1948. So first year of the copper nickel 10 cent coin. And if we look close up, it's quite a nice coin. So once again, this is 75% silver, and the bullion value is, okay, so the bullion value of this coin is $2. So you shouldn't pick it up for less than that. If you do, then it's a good purchase. And it has a mintage of 17 million. The 1939 has a mintage. And I forgot the microphone. Anyway, so bullion value $2. This has a mintage 1941, 17 million. 39 has a mintage of 10 million. And there is an Indian one, but there is no mintage figures for that. but it should have a pretty low mintage. And in this condition, which is EF, extremely fine, you're probably talking about between $5 and $10. Then we have the two copper nickel coins, so 48 and 50. Both of these have a mintage of 50 million. 1949 is a mintage of not 15 million. It's the lowest minted coin of this copper nickel version. And as you can see, this has striations going there and there. Let me get the pen, which can't find. Anyway, so there's something wrong with the actual metal of this coin. Looks like this one's in a bit of a higher grade than that. So this is probably very fine. This is probably EF. It's extremely fine. There's light wear on the top, and they're both milled. And then we have the 20 cent. So you can see the difference between the two Malaya and British Borneo. So this is the first year, 1954, but as you can see, the design's the same. And that's the same with the previous straight settlements. So they just changed the name of the issuing body, but not really much else. And we have the two portraits. So this one's probably VF condition. This is probably EF condition. It's plus or minus. But the mintage figures for this one for 1948 is 40 million. It's quite a high mintage, and in this condition probably only about $2 or $3 worth. 1950 has 20 million. It's really the silver coins you want. 1939 is a single year issue, and then you have 1943, 45. So I hope this helps you with your collection of Malaysian coins. As you can see, there is quite a lot of variety. But they're just a nice series to collect, because if you're interested in Malaysian history, then you need to get into the coins. Anyway, here's where I'll leave the video. I'll leave a link down below to eBay so you can source your own Malaysian coins and hopefully get some. Because all these, even though I said the values, I always try and get the best value possible. So all these ones I probably would have purchased for $1 or $2 per coin. Anyway, thank you very much, and have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time.